Hey yo, how's it going, boys? What is up? Sora's back once again for another Suptix video thing. I don't know. Which should I pick? Senpai video, yes. It was so fast, right? It was just 1 month ago we just had one. Now we have another. Wow, dude, so quick! Gotta get that monies for them seasonals, hey. So, there isn't really a lot of new stuff in this Suptix, as you can tell. It's only like 1 month apart anyway. So there isn't really a lot besides probably like the three, the ones you see on screen. I think these three are the only ones that are the new characters that's been added into the pool. Besides that, I think there's only Mammoth. Mammoth is also being just added in. Last time around we only had fucking like up to Owlcat. So now we have Mammoth as well. So we have Abby, Pengy, and Noise. I guess let's just jump into each individual one of them first. Okay, so Abby, where the hell is she? There she is. Abby, so you can ignore her if you actually hate Last of Us 2 very, very badly. If you hate it so much, you can just ignore her. Just kidding, of course. That's not what we're here for. She's quite a powerhouse, I remember. She's quite a power, like, to herself kind of thing. Like, she has pretty good deeps, just for herself, rather. Because, you know, she has this this massive boost thingy, damage cap, blah blah blah. And then she has her Bobo thing, yeah. It's pretty good, but if you already have a certain trumpet emoji character, pretty certain you don't need a character like this anymore. If you're really lacking in when it comes to like just characters that's dealing damage for you in fire, then yeah, you can probably consider Abby, I suppose. But honestly, I think you don't really need a character like her. It's like there's no really big importance to get a character like her from Suptix, this current Suptix that is. Pengy on the other hand is a different story though. Pengy is really, really good. Where is she? I think I remember talking about her as well during impressions where she's her burst is really, really insane, right? So if you can actually but then again, if you think about it, I guess it's a little bit too late to get her because she was relatively good for Guild War. That was just ended like a few weeks ago. I think a lot of people was using Pengy, if I recall correctly, for 150 and shit. People using her. I mean, then again, if you actually still want like burst setups, having Pengy is still gonna help you. You know, with the whole wrestler Kirin thingy. You know, use Pengy, Christmas Naru, all that good stuff with Makira or whatever. You know, whichever that you are using, whichever characters that you're using, right? So Pengy is pretty damn nice for like that quick burst wrestler setup for Earth. If you're going for that, then yeah, Pengy is good. Pengy is definitely good for that. Noise is not Noise. Noise is totally not Noise at all. Honestly, you can just ignore him because he's like, I don't know, like a male version of Tabina, if I recall correctly. Yes, yeah. He's literally the Wind version of Tabina, but just different skill set and here and there. Yeah, I can ignore him altogether. I really suggest you to just ignore it. Just if you really want him, just get him, I guess, if you really want him for the sake of outfit or whatever shit. But yeah, just don't. Mammoth is also only good if you're doing the whole wrestler burst shit, you know, because I know a lot of people are actually running Mammoth as well because of this thing, because they want, you can get extra echo, so you use this and what's that, Gorilla, yeah, so you can use this with Gorilla, just get more echo and shit. But here's the thing though, like you could literally just go look back at my previous video and all the stuff that I mentioned for, because I remember mentioning a lot for like this two. Owlcat can go suck a PP though, honestly, because that one's the one that is shit. That one is shit. So for like this two, is pretty much similar as well. It's like if you're going for that type of setup, like the burst heavy setups, that's probably gonna help you a lot because it gives you a lot extra echo and shit. It gives you HP, right? If you're using it as a sub, because I'm very certain you're gonna use it as a sub anyway. You're not really gonna use it as the main thing. Because if you really want to make use of the main aura thing for any of the elements for this type of summon, you probably can just make do with Long Dong anyway. Unless for some reason you manage to luck shit multiple of them, like you're only missing one. By all means, you can just go grab one more or something if you're that kind of thing. Same goes for any given summons, really. Like, it's not just Mammoth or Red Hair or whatever. Like, same goes for like any other summons like fucking Gorilla or like Typhoon or, you know, any of this as well. Longji, I think Longji is pretty good. Then, yeah. Or even if you're aiming for like, yeah, you can, if you're aiming for like light stuff, Full Lumberbrick Tor is pretty nuts. You know, if you want to do the burst setup, because we're gonna have Guild War in January, right? Light favorite, Aphrodite as well. Yeah, you can go for any of those. Like if you really want to like increase the potential of the summon with just Suptix, yeah, by all means you can. I mean, yeah, you can go for Bonito as well, I suppose, but you know, it's kind of wasted. But I think this applies very differently for the likes of Freyr though, because Freyr, Full Lumen Break, 0 stars doesn't really make much difference. At Full Lumen Break, it makes your animation a whole lot slower. The only thing it adds is fucking Dispel, Cancel, and some other shit, and extra stats. But if you really want to make use of Freyr, stats, activating the extra stats is really not gonna be a huge, massive difference anyway. So you just, yeah, you can typically just ignore that. You know, all the same thing for Thor, Typhoon, or the rest. So that's for summons. So like, that's it for the new ones because it's pretty short. When it comes to like, if you want to consider weapons again, then yeah, it's like the same old shit, man. It's like if you're considering weapons, I think like the only ones that people are mostly aiming for is just Gisla, because Dark Meta Slave, you're gonna need at least one Gisla, right, for your Highlander shit, and then obviously just go with I don't know, with a certain character that was highlighted a lot last video. Where is she? Somewhere? It's here. There she is. Yeah, there she is. I mean, but like the rest of this is really not much else for me to say though, because like you can probably just refer back to the previous video. The next part that I'm going to head into is just obviously is going to be the Guild War one, but other than that, like the ones that I'm actually going through right now when it comes to like the whichever characters you want to go for when it has nothing to do with Guild War or whatever, if you want to just bump up your shit, you can just refer back to my old videos. Probably you can just rely on that. You can just rely on my fucking impressions video too, honestly. There isn't really like a lot of stuff to consider in Suptix these days. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna call it for just the Suptix, the standard Suptix part. So now we're gonna go into the, like, say for getting ready for upcoming Guild War and shit. So we have Dark Guild War in November, right? Even though this Suptix is a little bit too freaking early, it's a little bit too early, which I'm assuming they're probably gonna add in another one, probably in between next month or so, probably, because next month we have Halloween and shit. And if I recall correctly, they did put in Suptix for Halloween too. So I don't know. Anyway. So for Guild Wars stuff, there are quite a few characters you can probably consider. Number one is obviously Vasaraga, because I'm fairly certain you already seen my Dark OTK thingy for I think I posted a while back during the same time as my Earth one. Vasaraga can kind of make do with that, because I think, if I recall correctly, I think a few days ago I remember someone posted their Flex OTK EX Plus setup, which only has 3 characters, which is only Vasaraga, 6, and MC. And you can do so much damage with those 3 apparently. So yeah, Vasaraga is definitely probably one of the main ones that you kind of want to use. You have to get him to like level 100 and shit, because he is pretty damn strong. His skill cap is pretty damn nice as well. Unfortunately, his immortal shit is not as broken as before, because he had to, like, I think he went through how many nerfs was it? I think it was at least 2 to 3 nerfs, right? To the point that it's not unlimited anymore. Because now it's like, what? Was it 20 turns? I don't remember how many turns was it. But yeah, it's not unlimited anymore, unfortunately. Next we have I think the other ones I can probably consider that are relatively nice to have as well for Guild War, in like besides the whole EX plus shit, is also like within this page I would definitely consider Tanya as well. Because Tanya, why Tanya is good is that she's really good in, I would say, when it comes to like full auto stuff. Because she has dodge, she has lots of delays, and all of the debuffs and shit. So having Tanya is pretty nice when it comes to helping you with some full auto stuff on the Nightmare 150 shit. So she can be your debuffer and stuff like that. But then again, it's kind of hard to tell when it comes to like whether the character is going to be really good or not, right? When it comes to like full auto shit. Because we don't know what kind of bullshit mechanic is going to add in, right? For all you know, he's going to add in like lots of fucking plane damage or something. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah. The other ones, I mean, yeah, like even not Grand John. That's not Grand John. That's normal Dark John. She used to be pretty good, but not anymore. She's like very dated right now. Same goes for Vampy. Even though Vampy Full Limit Break is not too bad, but I feel like a character like her is very dated. Same goes for like Vera as well, because Vera recently got a change, right? Like when it comes to rebalance, I think it was like, was it 2-3 months ago? I think so, right? It was like relatively recent, right? She got buffed or something. It's definitely nice, but at the same time, I feel like there's probably better characters out there, you know, instead of her. She's only nice when you have like, I don't know, when you already have all the characters and you just wanted someone new or some shit. But I feel like if you have like a lot of characters, you wouldn't even consider using her in the first place, right? Vera is only like relatively decent in my opinion. She is pretty okay in some way, but like I wouldn't really consider her as a good pick when it comes to like using this, right? Yeah, Vera is not, Beatrix is not, John is not, Vampy is not, Vite is not. Forte, oh my god, I'm still wondering when they're gonna buff her. Okay, this one is pretty dog shit as well. He's pretty bad as well. I don't think you need me to explain about her, right? She's definitely good because OTK helps with OTK. Her weapon is OP as well, so yeah. That's kind of like a dumb question. Wolf and Renee is pretty. I mean, Lady Grey, you don't have to get her because yeah, she's the original one is pretty shit. Wolf and Renee is, you can pretty much ignore her as well. It's only good when it comes to like campaign stuff. You know, like the MagFest campaign thing. Yeah, you only use it and her for that. Sarunan, well, this is not 2016. This one's shit. This one is shit. Excuse me, this one's shit. This one's like, eh. This one, kind of shit. This is Ground Zero stuff. If you're still lacking at Ground Zero stuff and you do not have Kame yet, yeah, I guess you can consider Lunalu. Or if you are using some pseudo stuff where actually you don't even need to consider Lunalu outside of Ground Zero these days anyway. Yeah. Yeah, if you need a Ground Zero copy, yeah, just get her. If you're still lacking of that. He's kind of like whatever. He's kind of like whatever. Nicholas is whatever as well. Naru is pretty whatever when you have her. So yeah, you don't really need me to explain how good she is, right? Because I already did that like the last video. If you really want to see that, just watch my previous video. Because I'm also another thing is like, I'm fairly certain she's probably going to be used very heavily in the upcoming Guild War for burst shit, you know? I'm very certain it's going to be the case. Which is why it's very likely I'm going to stick at her this time around. I already missed it the last time because I didn't buy it. This time maybe I will get her, but I'm actually just waiting for the last day because we have single roles to see whether I actually luxury the character or not. But like, when it comes to OTK stuff, right? The only character I feel like that can really help you is this guy. I feel like the other characters aren't really gonna help you too much, because like besides besides Vasaraga and Kolulu, of course, because the rest is like I think like what, limited characters or like jutens or whatever. Because I can assure you, it's very likely that you'll definitely want to use six full limit break for your OTK shit. Okay, so like yeah, okay. If you guys haven't watched my fucking dark video, I think you should watch. But if you want to look at it again, this is the one I have. This is the one I'm using. You can ignore the backline. So this is the one I'm using. Basically, like, just 6 Kolulu and Vasaraga auto nuke. Vasaraga has the auto nuke as well whenever he gets hit. He's very likely going to get hit because that's how it is when it comes to Guild War bosses. Guild War bosses will always hit everyone no matter what. And he hits multiple times. So having the Astral Weapon is going to be useful because it allows each of your character to counter 3 hits, right? So they'll do 3 hits counter on each of them, except for 6, because 6 is gonna dodge everything, so he's not gonna counter. But he's going to counter because of his passive, because he has the passive that whenever the foe uses a special attack, he does basically a counter. So he still does quite a bit of damage. So that's why it's pretty good to have him. Kolulu and Vasaraga, like I said earlier, they have auto nukes. Kolulu auto nukes on Ogi, so yeah, she already has that. So if you manage to roll like skill cap and stuff on her ring, that'll be great. But because I did not, yeah, fuck me, right? And plus I already ring her, so might as well just use her, right? And then Vasaraga is only like, if you can get skill cap, it will be much better as well, because he's also reliant on getting that the extra nuke as strong as possible, right? Because he only you see, this is the thing where when you have this thing is in effect, which is his Ogi. When you Ogi, he'll auto activate this skill whenever he gets targeted by a foe, and this has a really high cap, meaning like I think if I recall correctly, he does like, I think he does like, he can do like easily 2.5 mil or some shit on that nuke. And then each and every one of the characters, if you're using this astral thing, each counter will be like 600 or 800k or some shit. So it's pretty significant. Plus, like, Kolulu nukes relatively hard as well. Same goes for him. So yeah, it's pretty damn nice. I think the only thing that I have to do with this is that I have to press this or something. Or if not, if it's during assault time, then yeah, I am pretty certain I can also just use this. I can just use this setup and just switch my summon to something normal instead of just using Long Dong. I can just use like double Hades or whatever shit. But yeah, I mean, we still have like so much time now. So when it comes to like Suptix, is only just those two really. There isn't really much else for you to consider when it comes to EX plus stuff. And then when it comes to full auto, you only have her for a decent pick. Because if you really want like full auto, I think a really good full auto, if somehow it has like just lots of dispel or whatever shit that you need. You need like the likes of Vikala, you need like likes of Summer Anturia, you know, those characters are relatively nice to have when it comes to full auto and shit like that. Yeah, even like all the other limited characters like Black Knight is pretty good for full auto. Yeah, Clarice as well. See, like all the dark characters are pretty damn strong when it comes to like limited, right? The normal ones are a little bit you know what, it's not really worth considering, besides aiming just for the EX plus stuff. Other than that, it's just like whatever. But yeah, I think there's really not much else I can add in, because this is relatively short. Like there's not really much new stuff to be added in this current Suptix, so that's why there's really not much else to say. So yeah, I guess if you really want, you can just buy it right now, but honestly I think it's better for you to just wait for a week, just wait for this to end or something. I mean, wait for the last day, check your daily rolls or whatever, then to see whether you can get it or not. The target, that is, whatever target you're aiming for. Unless you're aiming for a weapon, then yeah, I guess you can just grab it right now. Who gives a shit, right? Hopefully you guys enjoy and I'll find this helpful in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, so make sure you hit that like button as always, and sub, all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next video or on stream. Bye.